Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Scrimmage number 2 is in the books. Took place this morning inside of Neyland Stadium. Just a couple more practices to go, and then you got the spring game, the orange and white game coming up on Saturday afternoon. Going to be a great time. You know, there's a lot of talk around the country from some of these other programs, other coaches about doing away with spring games, not putting them out there. And even this one for Tennessee, not going to be up broadcasted. It's not going to be on ESPN. It's not going to be on a streaming app, SEC Network Plus, nowhere that you can see this game other than inside of Neyland Stadium. And you kind of wonder, I kind of felt like Josh Heupel was going to go down that road of getting rid of the spring game, but he was asked about it this morning after the scrimmage. This is what he had to say.
And I guess with the growing trend nationally too of spring games kind of going away, how do you kind of view the importance of that, or is that something that you plan to keep for the future?
Yeah, for us it's a third opportunity to play football in a game day like situation. I think it's really important for the young guys. They get a chance to go out and perform in front of people. It's a part of the growth for them as we get ready for kickoff next fall. So I'm looking forward to seeing a huge crowd. I'm not sure what we're limited to because of construction, but expect that thing to be packed out. It should be a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing our fans.
I love that response. I love that it sounds like Josh Heupel in Tennessee, we're going to continue doing the orange and white game. And speaking of, we are going to be there. The Talkin VAWLS Network will be in the house. G10 parking garage. We're going to be there bright and early. What I was told last night is that parking is going to be available there. So we're going to park there. We're going to hang out. If something changes, I'll jump on social media and let you guys know. Coach Jay flying across the country. He's going to be there. The X Factor is going to be there. Come hang out and have a good time with us. And then we'll go into the game. Only $10, man. That's what I love that Josh Heupel is going to talk about, continuing to do the spring game. I think it's an opportunity for families, for kids, to get inside Neyland and see some football when tickets aren't as expensive as they are on game day. But I like that. But let's switch over. Let's talk about scrimmage number 2. Heupel talked about today that the defense started fast. The defense played extremely well. And you know how it is, good on good, right? What can you really take away? The offense won scrimmage number 1. The defense wins today. A lot of young guys. Sometimes Heupel – sometimes he speaks in riddles. He is the master of coach speak, but he did mention execution on the perimeter. Some of the young guys, that needs to be cleaned up. He talked about some protection stuff. So right there, when I'm hearing from scrimmage number 2, the offense, did the defense really win or did the offense struggle? When he's talking about the young guys, and those are the groups, right? Those are the groups right there. My mind immediately goes to the young offensive line, the young wide receivers. They're unproven. So are you concerned? Are you concerned about those wide receivers that haven't proven it on game day? Are you worried about those offensive linemen? We've only got one returning starter on the offensive line. Are you concerned? I like what Josh Heupel had to say about the young guys. Let's take a listen to this clip.
Well, you get the urgency of the competition. Grade those guys every day. Certainly understand that you don't just put the Tennessee helmet on and positive things happen for you on game day. This is a game where you got to go make it happen. All those guys are in the growth, and talking about the young guys in particular, right? Like there's not an end destination, man. It's a journey to continue to grow to be the player that you need, and then to operate 11 guys operating as one. Offense, defense, and all special teams too. So, we're a long ways from kickoff. We got a chance to be a good team, but we gotta continue to grow.
I love that statement. You don't just get to put on the helmet with the power tee and great things happen. You got to go earn it. I love his confidence in his young guys. I think there's athleticism. I think there's talent there. We're going to talk about some other notes coming out of scrimmage this morning. But before we do that, you guys know the deal. I need you to do the YouTube stuff. Smash the thumbs up down there below the video. If it's your first time here, welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not reporters. What we are is exactly what you guys are. For the fans, by the fans. We are diehard, psychotic, passionate fans. We talk about Tennessee football every single day right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. If you like what we do, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Right now, we're going live every Sunday night playing EA Sports College Football, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, but we talk all things Tennessee football. We're also going to be live Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, talking about the upcoming orange and white game, talking about some of the stuff coming out of the scrimmage from today, so join us for that as well. But let's get into it. Let's talk about some of the notes coming out of this scrimmage. Again, his opening statement, Heupel always addresses the media, gives his opening statement, talking about situational work. And again, says we have some things to clean up on execution and communication. And that's normal, right? No coach is ever satisfied. There's not a coach in the country that's ever happy after a game, after a scrimmage. They're always looking on the things that you can improve. So it's normal, right? But the first question that comes from the media kind of kept that theme going, because Heupel said the same thing from scrimmage number one. Got some things we got to clean up, some things we got to fix. He was asked if he saw improvement in those areas, and the answer was no. He said on both sides of the ball, offensively, defensively, they actually had more penalties in this scrimmage than they did in scrimmage number one. If something starts to become a theme, is it a cause for concern? He also, again, mentioned execution and communication. And again, that's coming from a young team. We are going to see growing pains. That's what spring camp is all about. Again, going back to that young wide receiver room, Heupel called him consistent, said both on the field and in the meeting room. And then you switch over to the offensive line. He likes that room too. He said he likes the competition in that offensive line room. Said they ran the football well today. But again, typical coach, still not as satisfied. It wasn't perfect. It can still improve. It can still be better. But they ran the football well today, just not where he wants it to be. But let's come back to penalties. Because is that something that concerns you? Is that something that worries you? I know Rocky Top Tom is watching this video. He watches every single video. And I know he is probably throwing things and screaming and yelling because he cannot stand undisciplined football. But it's been a theme for Josh Heupel. Not even here, going back to his days at UCF. His teams at UCF, this is straight from Google, saw a rise in penalty yards per game from 2018 to 2019 and 2020. It got worse every year. You go look at the numbers. Go look at the stats. 2024, this past season, Tennessee was 119th in the country in penalties per game. 2023, 126th in the country. 22, the magical year, number one offense in the country. That's the one we're striving for. 124th in the country in penalties. 2021, 106th in the country in penalties. So you can see that it's a theme. And I think a fair argument here is Josh Heupel's going to go quick. Josh Heupel's going to go up tempo. Josh Heupel's going to go fast. I think some of that leads to there's more plays in a Josh Heupel coach game. That's more opportunities for penalty, but also a lot of his penalties. This stat stuck out big time. His first 3 years at Tennessee, the Vols were flagged for 65 false starts, 29 offsides, and other penalties committed pre-snap penalties. How many times this past year did we see guys just lining up offsides? And I get it. You're trying to get an advantage, trying to get every inch. The false starts, they're killers. Is it because we're going quick? Is it because the offensive linemen are gassed? Is that a concern for you when Josh Heupel, after scrimmage 2, is still talking about penalties, talking about execution, talking about communication, or is this just coach speak? Is Josh Heupel just never going to be satisfied because he is striving for perfection? We talk about all the time how Tennessee's in a scary place right now because of the fans. You're not at that elite level. You're not at that national championship level, but you're not down here on the way up either. You're right there trying to take that next step. Maybe that's part of it. Josh Heupel also talked about Peyton Lewis, said he's had a great spring, good grasp of what they're trying to do on offense. Really praised the entire running back room, talking about what they do not only with the ball in their hands, but when they don't have the football in their hands. I heard VolQuest put out that Ethan Davis had a touchdown reception today. Heupel continues to praise Boo Carter, the way he's working on both sides of the ball. Also blended in special teams, right? He said, you see what he does in opponent return with the football in his hands? That's what he can bring to our offense. I think that could be the little twist, the little wrinkle. Tennessee needs to add some things to that playbook in 2025. So again, in summary, scrimmage number 2 in the books. Defense won the day, but are some of the buzzwords that Heupel's talking about, some of that concern you, or do you think it's just those young wide receivers? I still sit the same. Am I concerned? I don't know that I want to say I'm concerned. It's just unknown, right? It's unproven, but I think you can be scared of it or you can be excited about it, because I think Mike Matthews, I think Braylon Staley, who didn't scrimmage today, but I think Braylon Staley is going to be special. Does Chris Brazzell take that jump, being year 2 in the offense? How much does Nico develop and grow from year 1 as a starter to years 2 as a starter? You never want it to be one-sided. Offense won the day for scrimmage number 1. Defense wins the day for scrimmage number 2. What are your thoughts? Jump down there in the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise. We got brand new shirts. We got Nike-themed shirts. We got some new Nike hats. We got trucker hats. We got all kinds of stuff at bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. That link's in the description below. You can also help out the channel by hitting that join button right down there beside subscribe. It's only $1 a month. It keeps the lights on around here. What keeps this channel afloat? We appreciate that support. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.